What's up, everybody? It's your boy Bosco. We're here with the Stray J podcast. We got, as always, Jake the Take, and you know him, you love him. It's Potts. Hey.
That was a good one.
Thank you. How we doing, boys?
We are doing
well.
good. We're doing good.
Well. I got some Trey Turner getting caught stealing in the background right now, and I got Moo flat manning. Wait, look at this. Like, he's flat. He's flat like this. He's like sitting like this on his belly.
I love when animals like actually just sit on their butts and not like, properly animal sit. The human sit.
Dude, he has the weirdest. We have you guys know, like, either of you guys Pokemon guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Pokepets, it's like a thing.
No.
That it's like a artwork thing where you can send a picture of your pet and they make like a big Pokemon card with it. It's like a canvas that we have one of Bear and one of Moo hanging up on the wall. And the picture, Moo sits like a little person sometimes. He poses like a seal, like this. And so that's the picture we use. It's so fucking weird.
That's so funny. That's adorable though. That's great. Now, you said Trey Turner, and I thought you said like in my head I went to Trey Tucker on Las Vegas.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Me either, right? But again, going back to last week, my friend who put the Michael Wilson first touchdown, he was like lock of the week.
No.
Trey Tucker, 20 plus yards, like whatever, and that shit hit like right away too. This man will go.
What?
He'll go like
what?
2 and fucking 20 on his bets, but then he'll just get those random ass ones every time. It's ridiculous.
That is so ridiculous.
Just like the most random shit ever.
Me and Rob, we had a 12-leg touchdown parlay. Last week we did the same thing. Last week I think 5 of them hit. This week 9.
There
We're
we
getting
go.
Close.
Wow.
We're
Actually,
getting close.
I got got one winning parlay. I took pretty much all lowers on the Houston Bears game. It was $5 into $105. It was Caleb Williams lower, DeAndre Swift lower, Roman Dunze lower, Mixon lower, Dalton lower, Diggs lower. Just fucking smash that shit. Fuck taking the over. I'm normally a touchdown parlay like over guy. Fuck it. I'm going all unders this season. We're only betting the unders.
Well, the only fluky touchdown that we had with our parlay was the Trey McBride fumble recovery in the end zone touchdown. What's crazy is if like the targets or attempts into the end zone were all successful, then we only would have missed on Garrett Wilson, because we missed on Ladd, Jacobs, and Garrett Wilson on our parlay.
Mm-hmm.
And Ladd had 2 looks in the end zone that eventually went to Quentin Johnson. Jacobs fumbled out of the end zone, or going into the end zone, I think like once or maybe even twice, on like a carry that he easily could have taken into the end zone. And Garrett Wilson was the only one that didn't even get a look.
Yeah, that's tough. 12 is a lot.
Imagine if we went 11 for 12, that would have been fucking crazy.
Would have lost my mind. How are your guys' leagues doing?
Well, I improved. I did have to trade Laporta for Jordan Mason, but I wasn't the lowest scorer this week, so that was cool.
There we go. Potts, we get another 6
We're
for
improving.
6. Well, not quite. We know you didn't quite make it this week here.
Potts hit a lot of injuries this year. Let's get to Potts later.
Gotcha.
Potts,
I went a stellar
ready.
7 for 7 this week. Just absolutely crushed it all around.
Way
Yeah.
to go, Bosco.
Hell yeah! In one of my leagues, we were the 2 lowest scoring teams, but we squeaked it out. We fucking squeaked it out.
Hey boy.
But yeah, let's pop over to. Well, we'll start with the weekly report.
How did we do?
So let's see.
I don't think I did
manager.
as well as my first week, which is really annoying.
No, you are not the best manager this week. This week, the best manager was TJ, even though he just barely squeaked out the
incorrect.
win.
Oh, most efficient manager. Efficient manager. Sorry.
No, best manager is TJ. Which is also
I was looking at best team.
Oh no, yeah. Best manager, most efficient manager there. TJ needed every single point.
Wait, everybody. Clap it up.
Big claps.
I want to just shout out Matt for being the worst manager again.
2 weeks in a row, worst manager, Matt.
Good job, Matt.
Missing out on all those points that if you had been as good of a manager as TJ, just let that settle in. If you were as good of a manager as TJ, you could have won your matchup. That's a low bar. That's a harsh bar to be
Yikes,
at.
dude.
Yeah.
Imagine not only losing to TJ, but knowing that, yikes, Matt,
Yikes.
this might not be your year. People are asking, people are asking, is Matt the new Jason?
Maybe.
Matt thought it was his year. Matt always thinks it's his year, and yet it has not even come close to his year. And this is the Stray J podcast. Jason is doing well.
I was about to say, Matt is actually probably, I guess it would be more accurate to say Matt's the old Jason, because the new Jason just put up the highest fucking score of the week. He's 2-0, almost 180 points.
Yeah, that's
ridiculous. His team just went off. No need for quarterbacks.
I truly am sorry for the Stray, Jay.
Yeah.
I was not familiar with your game.
I'm ready to put in my Jason apology form. I'm ready to put it in.
Way to go, Jay. But
although we will say, huge overachiever there. Huge overachiever for Jason. Yeah, he was Jason? Projected 130.
Well, Potts last week. Potts was the highest scorer last week, and he did the same thing.
Yeah. It
feels like that's going to be a common thread where the highest scorer is also the highest overachiever. Nobody's projecting 150, 160.
Although some people are projected like 137, and they only score 96. Like a whole like.
Well,
40
I'm not
points
projecting
less.
137 ever.
I
don't need a good week to be really good, because my team is really fucking good. Me and Rob, we know how to draft. We're the best.
We're the best. It's the greatest. All right, but yeah, let's go ahead and look at the actual matchups. Week 1, Jake, you killed it on the predictions.
I did. I did not kill it this week. I did
not
kill it this week.
No, you guys absolutely
I think I got one. I think I got one right.
No, you guys both got two out of
Jason
6.
and me. Let's go.
Yep, you got Jason right. You got yourself right. We all got you right picking that one. Potts and I successfully picked myself as the winner.
I'm anti-Bosco. I'm taking firmly anti-Bosco.
That's fair. That's like
year.
Potts and his anti-Jason take, which is the one he missed out on. Then you guys both picked Matt, and I correctly picked Mo. So I actually went 4 for 6 with Mo, Jake, me, and Jason. You guys both went
good job, Bosco.
2 for 6, missing out. We all missed out on Max. We all mixed out on Potts. Although again, Max's matchup was the closest matchup. It was barely 2 points difference, and TJ's team had to be his lineup had to be absolutely perfect to get that win there. So props to TJ.
Do we want to start with that one?
Yeah, let's go right to that one. Props to TJ for getting the perfect lineup here. I guess the only person he could have played, let's see, Okonkwo. Does he have like another tight end that could have done better? No.
I mean, he could have played Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones over CJ Stroud. Yeah, that's the only difference that he could have made.
I mean, you're never gonna do that. So.
I don't know. I mean, again, I took all the unders on that game, knowing that it was going to be not a good offensive game for either team. And Daniel Jones is going to go off on Washington because he pretty much always does.
I will say
he only looks competent against one team.
Yep.
I will say that Max left some good points on the table with Darnell Mooney and with Dontavion Wicks. Granted, I don't think you're going to put either of those guys in over Tyreek Hill, but there's definitely a case to be made for them both being over Greg Dortch and Amari Cooper.
Yeah, I think
definitely Dortch.
Dortch for sure. Cooper, I don't think you can take him out. It's tough.
That's the difference in this matchup. You remove Dortch or Cooper for one of those guys, either of those guys, and Max wins.
No, Mooney. I mean, that's a tough one. I don't see how you're playing Wicks when you have Malik Willis throwing the ball.
Wicks probably not, but Mooney for
you
sure.
could have thought about it. But after the week that Dortch had last week when he was just getting all the targets, for a floor play,
it's definitely fair.
Seems fine. I don't think you can take Cooper out. That's
I agree with that.
But otherwise,
kind of just got games out though. I mean, the Cardinals pulled ahead so quickly. The game did not go that way.
Marvin Harrison also might be the most efficient wide receiver in history.
That was crazy, dude. So the
no
one
complaints on the sprint speed this week, right?
Yeah. So everyone's like, "Oh wait, I gotta see how fast he was going to make sure the touchdown counted."
Yeah.
No, the one league that I do that has a punishment for losing, which you guys all saw, I lost last year. I had to do the ESPN photo shoot.
Yep.
I have Kyler, Harrison, and McBride. And I had Josh Allen, and that game did not go well. So when right off rip.
Wait, you were against Tyler Harrison?
No,
McBride,
I have those guys on my team. And last week,
how did that not go well?
No, last week it didn't go well. Shit the bed.
Oh,
Josh Allen, who I also have on my team, played Thursday night. Didn't go well. Like I was starting the weekend from pretty far behind. It was like, I was projected like 110, 118 to like their 140, and then that shit happened right out the gate. God, it felt good.
Oh my
It felt
God,
so
I think we
good.
just heard Bosco bust.
Bro, I busted all over those touchdowns, bro. My screen was white, couldn't see the rest of the games.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, good job, TJ. Nico Collins with a huge day really, really helped you out.
Mm-hmm.
And Max's mismanagement kind of was TJ's savior here.
It was the perfect storm for him. It was the perfect
Prospects
storm.
for both of them are probably looking pretty good. And I guess Max, for being one of the stronger teams that we've identified for like a win this year team, maybe some question marks. I don't know.
He's gonna have to figure out that wide receiver core again. The running backs did what the running backs did,
especially with Tua going out. Max might not be as powerful as we all thought.
Hill's gonna be Hill. Like you could just hand him off the ball and he's gonna fucking do just as good as Devon Achane. But like,
I don't know. They couldn't do it this week.
That's fair.
Well, there's a difference between him coming in. There's a difference between Skylar Thompson coming in during the game versus
Mike McDaniel is going to he's going to create a game plan that is built around two players on his team, and it's Tyreek Hill and Devon Achane. And Max and I are going to benefit the most out of this. All right, what game next?
Let's go you and Rowan.
All right. Yeah, I just want to say, fuck you guys for saying I need two quarterbacks. One quarterback. I mean, don't care.
Malik Willis would have put up more points than Cortland Sutton.
Right. We would have scored more.
But also you're playing the free win of the league here. So like you don't really have that much to brag about.
Yeah, and then of course when Marvin Harrison's first catch of the day, 80-yard touchdown, I was like, uh-oh.
This team is like the opposite of Max's team, where the wide receivers, Harrison, London, Rice, Williams, like great wide receivers here. No running backs whatsoever.
Zero running back. Yeah. I was worried. I had to worry about Justice Hill and Zeke.
Yeah, and you're not worrying about those.
I'll give you a hint real quick. Not worried. Not
worried. How much fab in your guys' other league did people spend on Isaiah Likely?
None, because he was drafted.
On a team.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Our league. You have no idea, Bosco. It's being in our league is so frustrating because we have Psycho Matt, who's got 800 Twitter accounts that are telling him 800 different pieces of information, and he and Chris are waking up at like 3 a.m. to put in waiver claim and like make roster additions, and there is never anyone worthwhile picking up on the waiver.
Yeah,
ever.
Every time you're like, every time you're like, oh, it would be a really good idea if I should go put in a waiver claim on that guy. Boom, he's on a team. No matter who it is.
Gone. They're always on a team.
Like
Hunter Henry caught 2 passes this week. After his second pass, I was like, I'm gonna go mark him as like, watch him, like make sure, remind me to put in a claim for him. He was already gone, and I was like, what the fuck? Like how? So there's no one ever worthwhile unless there's a major injury.
Jordan Whittington was on a team,
not available,
drafted, mind you, drafted.
Yep,
that's a crazy draft.
Yeah, and last year, I mean, I'm shooting my own horn here. Last year, Puka and Kyron both drafted.
A little
self-tutelage. Didn't even have the option for. Yeah, I had Kyron, so
yeah.
You didn't even have the option to get them off waivers. It was crazy.
That's crazy. In that league where I have McBride, so I wasn't worried about tight end. I put 46 down on Jordan Mason though, and someone put like 45 down on Likely, and I was like, damn, I got Jordan Mason for the same cost that someone got Isaiah Likely. I feel so good about that.
That's crazy though.
Yeah. The next highest bid on Mason was 18, so I felt a little dumb there.
Whoa.
But yeah, I way overspent.
Well, anyway, back to this matchup, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Rowan's wide receivers are crazy good. My wide receivers are better, just saying.
Dude, I had no clue Adams did so good.
Dude, he's a fucking animal. And then also we got a decent day from Taylor, but Devon Achane, man. Everybody was like, that's a weird pick when we picked him at like, I think it was 4 or 5. We had the option to pick between, it was like Achane, Kenneth Walker, Rashad White, Isaiah Pacheco, James Cook. And we took Achane, and that pick is paying off its dividends.
No, I was, we were talking actually around that pick because there was Walker, Achane, Pacheco, Cook, and I was worried that none of them were going to get to me. And I was like, I want Achane. I'll take Pacheco
talking.
or Cook, and worst case, I'll take Walker.
Yep. So Achane is going to be awesome for me and Rob. He's going to be awesome for the whole year. I hope he's not too affected by Tua. And I'm going to knock on wood right now because I just jinxed myself like Potts did. I think Achane is having a great start to the year. I hope he keeps it up.
He's just got to stay healthy. I mean, if you're getting almost 30 touches a game, that's a lot for a smaller framed back.
Yeah, but a third of those are coming in receiving. So
22 touches, 22 carries. That's a lot of carries for a small back like that.
My man's got young bones.
Young bones.
Again, knock on wood. I hope he stays healthy. Drink your milk, Devon. Please.
Drink your milk. All right, let's go over to the Matt and Mo matchup here.
Again, I just want to real quick. Matt, good job.
Good job.
Very good job.
Hey, you guys both picked Matt to win this past week. I saw.
Yeah, I didn't know Matt was a fucking idiot.
I saw the vision. I saw how much he stank last week. I knew he was going to stink again this week. It was just the easiest decision I had to make.
He played 3 tight ends this week? Shit.
I don't understand how he didn't play JSN. I don't
he played Parkinson and Goddard.
Why are you playing Parkinson over
Goddard? I could see because no AJ Brown.
Sure.
Parkinson,
and with the tight end, like sure, play Goddard, play Dalton Kincaid, but Cody Parkinson, even without Puka there, that's worthless. And you have JSN, who is clearly having a breakout year.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, JSN week 1 did nothing.
I don't care. I don't care.
How do you take him out of your lineup after 1 week?
He's young.
Yeah, you can't really justify
also,
Parkinson
Matt,
over him.
What the fuck are you doing sitting Braylon Allen in a smash play? What an idiot you are.
Yeah, it was so clear that he had 2 touchdowns incoming. That was I put that in a bet and I got
unbelievable that Matt wouldn't have played Braylon Allen.
No, you got to question his fandom as a Jets fan.
At this point, I'm questioning Matt's whole ability to even read. This is embarrassing how bad Matt is at being manager. 2 weeks in a row, he's the least effective manager. People are hey, I'm not here to talk about a man's job, but rumors are swirling. I'm just reporting on facts. Rumors are swirling that ownership of the M9696 team is looking for a change at manager. Rumors are swirling. Matt's taking on a GM. He's taking on a GM and a head coach role, and it seems like it's too much for him. Maybe Matt is better suited to be one or the other. I don't think he could take on both. I'm just reporting facts. That's what the rumors are saying.
That's crazy. Mo had a straight up 0 in his lineup too with Christian Watson with a fat 0. Almost worked out playing funnier. Someone over Stafford because Stafford stunk. Funnier. But that's just crazy.
That's unbelievable with a 0.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Matt pretty much had a 0 with Christian Kirk in there. 0.9, not good.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, but overall,
3 players under 3.
Yeah, Matt's got a fine team. He's got Jordan Mason, huge pickup.
No, I know Matt's team is fine. He'll make better decisions.
Just needs to.
I'm not speculating, but the rumors are swirling.
Yeah. Also, crazy Mahomes, the lowest passing yard game he's ever had, 151 yards.
I saw a stat that was, I think it was a fantasy related stat. It's Mahomes hasn't thrown I think he hasn't scored more than 15 fantasy points, or it was either that or he hasn't thrown for multiple touchdowns since week 8 of last year. It was something like that where he's basically everybody's oh, Mahomes, you got to get him for fantasy. And he's not the best quarterback for fantasy.
Yeah, he's only had 120 point week since week 7. He had a 33-point week, but then last season and this season, he's only had 6 games that got to 20 points or more.
Granted, that's still very good, but when you pick him first overall in a dynasty league, you need 25 plus every week.
You know what my concern is with Patrick Mahomes this year specifically is he hasn't thrown more than 30 passes. He hasn't had more than 30 attempts in a game.
Well, they just broke Isaiah Pacheco's leg because of that. So
yeah. So maybe that changes, or is it going to be what's his name, the white Carson Steele?
They're bringing in Kareem Hunt.
Steele or P. Ryan. Kareem Hunt's going to get to kick some women.
He has to hope that they just start airing it out, or just dumping it off to P. Ryan instead of just running it. But not having that many.
Why would they though? They keep winning.
I
Why
know.
would
I'm
they
not saying
change
they
it?
should
They
or
keep
shouldn't.
winning.
I'm not saying they
Now,
should or
if
shouldn't.
you have Patrick Mahomes, you're just going to continue doing exactly what's been working. And even with Kelsey obviously being not good anymore, and with the emergence of like Rice and Worthy, like they don't care. They're still dominating.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kelsey got a little unlucky this week. I mean, he got tackled at the one, right? And he had a big play called back.
He got
Like
tackled at the one. He got tackled at the one, and the big play got called back. But 2 years ago, Kelsey fights
oh,
through
well,
that and gets in.
Yeah.
This year,
yeah,
he's not. That's exactly the indicative of what's continuing to happen.
but I'm
But
saying if he falls forward,
regardless,
we're having a completely different conversation.
yeah, we're getting way off topic
No,
here.
I literally
But
said that though, Jake. I was like, 2 years ago, Kelsey scores that touchdown. He's washed.
I said the exact same thing to Lexi, and she was like, "Oh wow, Jake, crazy! You know so much. Let me have your babies."
Well, speaking of the Chiefs here, I think it's only fair that we go over to Potts matchup here.
Well, no, wait. I do want to say one thing about Mo. I think Mo did one of the smartest things in our draft, which was drafting 2 top tight ends, and that's Trey McBride and George Kittle, and that was a really intelligent move because look at his 2 tight end spots. He's got Trey McBride with 20 plus and George Kittle with 20 plus, and then he has smash plays coming from Amon Ra. He has the ability to get those 2 with Stephon Diggs and with Jalen Waddle. Like Mo's team, when we all thought it was really, really bad, is actually shaping up to be really strong.
Yeah, no, not bad at all. Yeah, Mo could definitely have a somewhat of a contender there.
Yeah, Mo's team is actually turning out to be real good. His biggest questions are the quarterback, though. But yeah, we can go to Potts' matchup.
Yeah, so yeah, going to Potts' matchup.
Okay, I do want to allow Potts to be upset.
I went undefeated this week. Nothing can go wrong right now. I'm on cloud 9, undefeated on the week. I think it's 6-0.
Let's go
on the week.
Holy shit!
Yeah, big
ahead,
womp womp womps.
Yeah, that's yeah, listen, last week I said, what did I say? Nothing could go wrong, top of the world. Yeah, I mean, yeah, all my receivers are hurt. Yep. Yeah, they're all hurt, so definitely open for business. Fire sale ongoing. Definitely
Really?
only a couple people untouchable, but other than that, any vets come take them.
Wow, Potts.
Wait, your team did have the highlight of the week though. One of your players on your team had the best play of the week. Oh wait, no wait, that was the defender going against them. It was what's his name against Xavier Worthy. That motherfucker had the nastiest fucking interception. After he called him out, he said Xavier Worthy, he's fast. He can run straight lines, but that's it.
Yep.
And then he fucking backed it up with an OBJ-esque ass motherfucking snag, one hand out the sky.
I'm sorry. It was better. It was a better catch than OBJ's catch.
Bro.
He did OBJ, but backhanded.
Bro, it was so nasty.
Twice a day.
So nasty.
Dude, that was incredible. You're right, Bosco. But yeah, Potts, Potts, you didn't have a terrible week. Like, you still scored a decent amount. Definitely enough to get a win in this league at Matt. But you just ran up against a buzzsaw with Alvin Kamara.
You pretty much,
who saw 44 points coming from him?
Kamara and Neighbors just having, actually, this is, only Kamara's, I think, 4th highest scoring.
Well, yeah, because he had the 6 touchdown Christmas performance.
Yeah, Kamara just has absolute insane games every now and then, and you just happen to run into one. I mean, literally almost half of Cheech's points came from Kamara.
Yeah, you got
and Neighbors.
Boom. Yeah, and also Potts, you were playing injured. You had Allen and Addison out. That's just
tough. And Cup getting hurt early.
Good. Yeah, and plus you have Debo and Cup now hurt. Bright side, you have Bucky Irving, and with Rachaad White being a little questionable, that's a pretty good stash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, happy about that. I just think it's a pretty simple plan. You had to have some vets. Probably not going to be able to get over the hump. Might as well get rid of them, especially with the injuries now. I'm probably going to go on a skid, but we'll see what happens over the next few weeks. Who knows? Maybe
that's true. Yeah,
maybe I can just weasel my way through a couple of wins and hey, we're having a different conversation. But you know what? Not looking too
It's
bright.
possible.
Totally pissed off the fantasy gods. Definitely
Yeah.
pissed them big time. Got a little big for my britches, but yeah, big whole slice of humble pie this week. No comment.
Not for nothing, Potts, but you could have gotten boomed even harder. Quentin Johnson was on Mikey's bench,
And Alec
and
Pierce.
Baker Mayfield.
And Baker. Yeah.
Yikes.
Wow.
I mean, he also had Alec Pierce, but like, who's ever gonna play Alec Pierce?
It's 2 weeks in a row now that
Yeah,
he's looked pretty good, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna be ready for this. Hot take of the week. Hot take of the week. Alec Pierce next year is going to be Rashid Shaheed this year.
Interesting. I mean, Alec Pierce has done. He did things last year too. He had a few big games. I think his play style, his game style works really well with how Richardson plays. So I can see
Bosco,
that.
what did Rashid Shaheed do last year? He played well. He had a
Yeah.
few big games, and now look at him.
I also still think that the real shock is that Pittman is just like not seeming like the move in that offense. I mean, he had seven targets, but like clearly Richardson's game's that deep ball that's gonna go to Pierce and Mitchell, and maybe once Josh Downs comes back, Pittman starts playing more on the outside and Pierce gets phased out a bit.
Maybe.
But yeah. All right, heading over.
Yeah, either way, tough break, Potts.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You ran into the buzzsaw this week for sure.
Yeah, you got
right,
fucked.
heading over to my matchup, which it was me and Aaron.
I found it.
Yep. I get your Bosco hater over here, but
you know what?
Yeah.
Hand up. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong. Josh Allen didn't need to do any work against the Dolphins because James Cook did all of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And exactly what happened with James Cook was what I thought was going to happen with Josh Allen. So
yeah, I'll tell you what.
Hand up. I was right though. Lamar Jackson sucked.
Yeah, he didn't do great. At least Mark Andrews started getting back involved. DK Metcalf had the big game I need him to. The rest of my team kind of stunk it up other than my running backs, DK. Deontay Johnson's getting a quarterback though. Andy Dalton coming in to save the day. I have way too much Deontay Johnson in my leagues. I'm extremely excited about that. But I've got big concerns moving forward because Isaiah Pacheco is going on the IR, and I need a running back.
Running back.
Yeah, I'm going to need another running back because I don't know if Tajay Spears or Jalen Warren are the answer. And I don't think...
You want Devin Singletary? I'm just kidding. We can't talk about our trades. We could talk about it after this.
Tony Pollard,
I do this already.
Sorry, who said that?
I'll definitely be looking into some running backs. I might even be looking into some wide receivers just with A.J. Brown. They have like the week 5 bye or something. So I think they'll probably just hold him out till then, come back week 6. Hopefully he'll be good for the rest of the season. But yeah, my team is loosely holding it together. I needed the big game from DK. I needed the big game from Cook. Didn't need it as much this week because Aaron's team just put up a whole bunch of stank. But yeah, it's I think I kind of saw it coming. Again, I was worried about Allen and Barkley. Allen kind of shit the bed there. Barkley didn't do as good as he did the week before. Ayuk mid, like we said. Kelsey washed. Derek Carr, what the fuck? Derek Carr coming out of nowhere.
Derek Carr is going off, dude.
He is having the season of his life right now, thanks to Kamara and Shaheed.
Nope, thanks to Clint Kubiak.
Thanks to Clint Kubiak, yeah, facts. But yeah, I don't really have much to say.
I think I said this last week, but turns out if you take a coach from the 49ers on offense and put them on a team, coaching a team with a lot of offensive talent, they're going to be good.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's
crazy.
Yeah,
happening in Miami, happening in New Orleans. It is, I don't know who the offensive coordinator is this year, but it's probably going to happen next year with, I'm going to say right now, Jacksonville.
Ooh, you think Doug Peterson's out or new OC?
OC.
Where's Matt Nagy?
No, don't
he's in
say
Kansas
that.
City.
He's in Kansas City. Yeah.
No,
well,
no,
anyway, sorry,
I
got us off topic. But yeah, hold on, I have to find your thing again. Yeah, Bosco, hand up. DK had a great game. All the guys I said were gonna have bad games had good games. So
damn straight.
I can't, yeah. And Aaron's team pooped their pants. Aaron's team pulled a Lamar.
He really did. All right, and then to our matchup of the week, we had Jason versus Dan and Will. Here they are. Whoa, sorry, not Dan. Jason and Will. Jason, Will, Dan's sick. He's got the bronchitis.
Dan sucked too much dick and got his throat sore.
Too much dick, sore throat. So here we go. Will and Jason, welcome. Woo!
Yeah!
Hey!
Yeah, Will! Alrighty. All right, so we're going to talk about the matchup of the week now. We have Jason and we have Will on with us. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining. So I
fellas.
guess we'll start with Jason. A 180-point score is a lot, dude. We were shitting on your team before. Obviously, this is a straight day podcast, but like, talk me through your lineup, bro. How happy are you right now?
I'm very happy. I think, I zagged while everybody else zigged in a
What are you
super
talking
flex
about?
league.
What are you talking about? Zagged while everyone else zigged.
In a super flex league, I decided to wait on quarterbacks completely, which is pretty much the opposite of what any person tells you to do in a super
Did
flex
you
league.
not? Did you not take Trevor Lawrence like in the second round?
I took Trevor Lawrence in the second round, but then my next pick wasn't until Matt Stafford and Russell Wilson. And Trevor Lawrence was a late pick. I have bottom tier quarterback. But I'm stocked at running back and receiver. Jamar hasn't taken off yet. Levis has had some
Jason,
tough.
you don't have Matt Stafford on this team.
I just traded Matt Stafford for Will Levis.
Oh,
Ew.
Yeah. Wandale Robinson and Matt Stafford for Will Levis. That was a deal I just
That's
did.
honestly not bad after the injuries with
not after the injuries,
Yeah.
but like
got a lot
long
younger.
term too. Long term. Will Levis is here to stay.
Well, how disappointing is it that you lost to this idiot?
Well, it sucks because we were the next highest scoring team in the whole league.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
That's 2 weeks in a row. That happens. So
2
we're
weeks in
0-2, even though we're like the highest scoring team.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I don't know. But he earned it. I mean, 180 points. Can't really dispute that. But I was happy with 150 points, even with Tua blowing his brains out, Rashad White doing nothing, and like Kenneth Walker wasn't playing. We did have Charbonnet, but he didn't do anything other than that touchdown.
He had 18 points.
Yeah,
He
didn't not do anything.
Yeah, but he had like 20 carries, or no, I think it was 14 carries for 38
But
yards.
Yeah.
I'm a Seahawks fan, so I was intimately watching that game.
Why did you not? Oh, I guess Tua and Kyler over Geno makes sense.
Yep.
You think like if Tua didn't get hurt, we had a decent shot at winning that game because we only lost by 17 points.
You lost by
27, right?
27 points.
27 points.
Yeah. I don't know.
Math must be tough out in DC.
It is tough.
I can tell Dan is the brains of the operation.
He's something. That's for sure.
Yeah, Dan's got bronchitis, so unfortunately Dan couldn't join us here.
Oh.
But did Dan have anything he wanted to share here that he gave to you, Will, or are you just flying by yourself?
He didn't give anything to me, so I'm kind of rolling for both of us here. So he's got to share in my mathematical struggles.
That's fair. You got the right choice of tight end with Hunter Henry. I really thought Terry McLaurin was going to do a lot more against the Giants, but the Giants do tend to kind of shut down Washington, even though we fucking lost still because we're ass, even though they didn't score.
We don't have a kicker.
Yeah, I mean,
Jaden Daniels isn't really throwing the ball that much. Apparently none of the rookie quarterbacks, I saw this the other day, none of the rookie quarterbacks who are playing have a passing touchdown, which is crazy.
Is that true?
Yeah. Bo Nix, Caleb, and
Jaden Daniels doesn't have one?
He has 2 rushing touchdowns, I think, but he has no passing touchdown.
Oh, okay. I thought he had one.
So, I mean, you think if that kind of regresses, maybe McLaurin's on the good end of that. But yeah, you're right. He didn't really do much against the G-men.
Jason.
Yes, sir.
The only question I have for you is I really like Godwin and Zay Flowers. I think are going to be really good. Also, Bowers is
dud.
So good. I know you're high on Ridley. I don't think anybody else in here is high on Ridley.
I don't know why you wouldn't be high on Ridley. Why wouldn't you be high on Ridley?
I like Calvin Ridley.
Apparently I'm the only one that's not high on Calvin Ridley.
I'm not high on him either. I'm not high on him.
I have him in my other 2 Dynasty leagues, and I've had him since the year that he basically stopped playing after a couple games, and he's just been on my roster. And let me tell you, I have such a disdain for him because of just all the wasted time and just I couldn't do anything with him for 2 years, and then finally he starts going off last year, and so I'm like, all right, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna trade him because I've waited this time for him, and then he kind of shit the bed. So I'm really hoping for better things for Calvin Ridley. I do think he's a great player. He's a little bit older now, but he technically just finished his rookie contract, and like Jason, I do like Will Levis.
Crazy.
I think there's a lot of upside there. He just has to stop being an absolute fucking bonehead.
He's a young 29. He's 29, but he missed
young
a couple years.
29.
A lot of miles.
He doesn't have that many miles on him. He doesn't have that many miles on him, and he had 2 of the best cornerbacks in the league on him for the first 2 weeks. He had Johnson week 1, he had Sauce week 2, and he put up the guy who led the league in interceptions last year on the Bears.
Oh, on the Bears, right? I was like, who the fuck did they play?
Yeah, I think he's gonna have a big season. I think Levis is gonna have a big season. I'm confident.
Levis
I like my
is
guys.
having a really holy season.
He's
You know,
had
with his
he's had
Prey,
tough
his little prey
matchups. Tough
scene.
matchups.
Praying on his knees.
Dude,
Yeah.
a tough
So good that
matchup
they would
doesn't make
rather
you
punt
make
first and
you
10.
fumble backwards.
No, that was
And there
that
was
The
was
no
picture of
reason
him
to.
diving this week, he's just getting highlight reel
So
after
good.
highlight
It's
reel.
so good.
But don't you think when he runs he looks a little bit like Josh Allen? Not just because he's white.
Yeah,
Looks a little
I
bit
mean,
like Josh Allen. A
sure,
little
he's
like
an
Josh
athletic
Allen.
white dude, but like,
He's big dude.
yeah, he's a big athletic white dude that is also a quarterback, but he's fucking dumb.
It's either going to work out really well for you because if Will Levis does well, he's going to be using Calvin Ridley a lot, or it's going to be terrible because
Right.
Will Levis can't throw the ball and Calvin Ridley's going to suffer from that. So it's
That's
kind of
but
boom
he's-
bust.
true.
It's kind of boom bust.
He's
Yeah, so
airing it out. He's airing it out right now.
this
He's
week
not
it worked
afraid
for
to-
you. That's why you boomed.
Yeah.
That's what. Well, that's not necessarily why, but you hit 180
No,
points.
Jason booms
Yeah.
whenever he thinks about boobies.
His-
Boom, boom,
Nah.
boom.
in all honesty, if his team keeps performing the way it is, he's not going to need his quarterbacks. Doesn't matter. I mean, like,
Yeah.
That's also
Thank you.
true. Yeah, you got 20
J.K.
points from
Dobbins
like
probably
7 of your
his
guys.
best pick. J.K.
Dude, Dobbins was a great pick.
I
was high on
disagree.
Dobbins.
I think Bowers is your best pick by a
Bowers
million.
was a great pick too.
That was good,
Bowers.
but J.K. Dobbins. When did you pick Dobbins? It was pretty late, wasn't it?
It was late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you get Bowers?
Bowers
Picked
like
1405.
Bowers
Dobbins
like
was
405,
1405, and
Yeah.
Bowers was 405. So 10-round difference
okay,
there.
so
Round
so
difference, dude?
Dobbins, yeah.
Yeah, Jim
Dobbins,
Harbaugh's gonna
for sure.
keep pounding that rock too. You know, he's like screw
Yeah, you
Justin
just gotta
Herbert,
hope. You just gotta hope that Dobbins stays healthy.
for sure.
He's
Yeah.
been extremely efficient. I still think that there's room for Gus Edwards to end up being the better back season long. And like, I think he's still getting, more carries, more touches and stuff. But Dobbins is looking like he actually has 2 legs to run on this year, which is nice.
Is Gus getting more carries than J.K. Dobbins? Dobbins had 17 carries.
Pretty sure Gus
Not last
Edwards.
game. Well, anyway.
Ran the ball over
Oh,
30
did he?
times though.
Yeah, 18.
That's true.
One more
wow.
carry, but still more carries.
Wait. So Will, I guess you have Geno, but like without Tua.
I mean, we'll see what happens. Tua's saying he's not retiring. I don't know if that's in his best interest, but that might be in the best interest of our fantasy team. So if he comes back, that'd be great. I'm
Jay,
pretty
you
sure
have
the Seahawks don't have a
go ahead,
bye
Will.
week till like week 10. So Geno won't have a bye till then, I think. So that gives
Oh,
Tua
so
some
you
time
could
to
be
come
okay.
back. We'll
Yep,
see.
you've
He's
got
gonna miss
time.
at least 4 games because they just put him on IR. But
Either of you guys have any secret moves going on? I mean, don't divulge what they are, but like you guys working some angles?
I'm sitting on a Bowers deal right now that I am seriously considering. Somebody offered me a pretty good offer for Bowers, so I am considering it. It would be a win now move.
Interesting.
But still, yeah. But I am seriously considering it right now.
What about you guys, Will?
the only thing in my trade section here is a bunch of trash trades from Bosco. So I don't
Yeah,
Bosco sent me a shit deal,
classic.
too.
I got one out to you. I don't think it's too
Bosco's
trash.
trades are awful. They're so bad.
Bosco sent me a bad deal.
I will
Covered
say
starting space.
there was a trade in like before the season started that Bosco had requested, and I was all in on it. I was like, I'm ready.
And
Bro,
Dan was not.
Oh, it was a
No,
three-way
it was
trade.
a 3-team trade.
Yeah, it was. I
So
think
we
I
were
told you
in.
guys about it. You
We
guys
were in on it.
Yeah.
The other team was not in on it.
Who was the other team?
I'll let Bosco divulge that if he
I think
wants.
no, we talked about it on the first ep. It was Mo.
It was Rowan.
Rowan, yeah. He didn't want to trade away.
Rowan sucks.
Yeah, he didn't want to
Bosco
trade.
was trying to get the Kyler Marvin Harrison stack.
Yes, I remember
Yeah.
talking about this.
yeah.
I remember talking about this.
Yeah.
It was a good.
And-
It was honestly like one of the best. I haven't put together many 3-way trades, but like that was probably one of the better trades that I've actually put together.
I liked it from Rowan's angle too, because if we think that he's not going to win this year and he should be building for the next year or 2 years from now, it would have been a great trade for him to do that.
100%. He's still
not.
gotten a good young
he's not gonna win.
wide receiver still. He just didn't want to trade away Marvin.
But anyway, so I know Jason's got to run real quick, so I think we should give the floor to Jason. Bosco, make Jason big. Give him the screen. Go ahead, Jay. On Bosco's cue.
I'm always big. First of all.
You're a fucking small weenie.
All right, so so football-wise, I'm feeling good about my team. Like I said, you can hate on my quarterbacks, but they've had really tough matchups. Lawrence has had 2 top 5 defenses he's played so far. Levis has played tough defenses. The positional players, I think I have the deepest and arguably the best positional player group in our league. I'm feeling good. I'm also like the Yankees. I'm win now, but I'm also kind of built for the future a little bit with Brock, Jamar. Not fantasy wise. There's three of the boys in this league are starting a basketball league with me next week. Ron, Matt, Max. Posh didn't join us this year, but he's gonna join next season. But we're gonna kill it, boys. Jalen Brunson Fan Club. That's our team name. That's all.
What about your matchup for next week? You're going against Aaron. What do you got words for Aaron?
I'm going against Aaron. Oh yeah. Let me talk about it real quick. So Trevor Lawrence is going to outperform Josh Allen. That's a given. He's starting Khalil here. That's embarrassing. He's starting Demarcus Robinson. Oh my God. And Travis Kelce is like a shell of himself. When did he draft Travis Kelce? That was like one of the worst picks in the draft. Garbage pick, Ron. Garbage pick. I'm feeling very good. I'm going to beat Ron. I'm on my way to 3-0 after everybody shits on me. What am I projected? I'm projected to win. I'm projected to win by 10. Not a surprise. Feeling good. I think I might just have the perfect season. I might just go undefeated. So, have fun playing for second place.
All right, that was a terrible rant, Jay. I'm not gonna lie.
Great rant.
That was compared to Potts's rant last week. That was just.
You didn't bring it.
That was boo.
I
was in the moment.
Boo. Oh wait,
That's a doom. That's a doom.
That's a boom.
that 5. Boo.
It's a boom. It's like a chicken bake.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Will. Jay, go get your chicken bacon, your double chunk chocolate cookie.
What's
You
all
fat
chocolate
bitch.
cookie?
We're
Costco
Costco guys.
Have a good night. Later, boys.
Good night, guys.
Welcome, baby.
All right.
That was dog shit.
You hit him with the cricket. I was wondering, so you had the cricket thing on your camera the whole time? I was like, what the fuck is that?
So good.
Awesome.
All right. Good job. All right. Well, so let's go over this week's matchups.
Yep. So week 3 preview. Here we go. Let's see. Close matchup right out the gate. Louis and Rowan. The lowest projecting scoring matchup, what should be the free win here against Rowan, but we've got Louis with a busted up team here. And
Potts, is Josh Downs even playing?
He's there until hopefully waivers clear.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're picking up someone off the waiver to play?
Oh boy.
That's
dude.
not a good look. That
Who
is.
else am I gonna play?
Do you have?
Oh my God.
You have
your team
Whittington
is
in
I guess
already.
I could put
injured,
Worthy
bro.
up there and then put in like Bucky Irving. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's what you got to
That's
do.
what I'm gonna do.
Yo, your team
I'm
is
glad we're talking through this as a team, guys. This is great.
struggling, Potts. Yeah,
That's
I
tough.
mean, all right.
Keenan Allen could come back. He can come back next week. He's not on the IR.
Run down
All right.
here. You have to withstand an onslaught of Jamison Williams, Marvin Harrison, Rishi Rice, and either Drake London or Kyle Pitts.
He has to deal with Hurts and Bijan.
I don't know if that's enough, dude. Kansas City's defense is a lot better than Philly's defense, and
Yeah,
the
I don't
Saints.
like my optics.
The Saints are fucking teams up.
Stiff.
Like they're not stopping teams. They're fucking them up.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe Jordan Whittington will be the next Puka.
I think Bosco, get your prediction charts up and mark the calendar, everybody. I think I'm going Rowan.
Yeah, it's kind of after what his wide receivers just did and their potential.
I'm
Like,
going Rowan.
Kind of like you said last week, looking at teams, looking at the top 4 players and thinking, how do they compare to the other team's top 4 players? Potts, you only have 2 top players here. I mean, I guess you could say DJ Moore, but he really hasn't
Potts,
been doing
if
all
you
that
had
much.
Debo and you had Cup like active, no question.
Wouldn't be close.
You smash Rowan. Cup has 150 catches for 82 touchdowns this week, but you don't.
Yeah, and
for that reason,
the Colts.
For that reason, I also think Caleb Williams is going to get his first NFL passing touchdown this week.
Yeah, I can agree with that. The Colts, their secondary is pretty fucked up right now. Their defense is not looking good, which does
If
bode
Caleb
well
Williams
for
looks
some
bad
of your
against
players,
Indianapolis.
but it kind of also limits your upside when you're going against the QB there.
Yeah. Potts, I'm sorry. I'm locking it in, Bosco. Rowan for me.
Same. How you lean, Potts? You taking Rowan here, or you
Potts,
sticking
you
with
got to take yourself. You have to take yourself.
I'm going to take myself for the sole reason that Whittington's going to win me my week this week. I'm calling my shot. Whittington's going to win me my week this week. And you guys know where he went to college? You know where he went to college, guys?
Florida
Texas,
State.
Whoa!
He went to Texas.
Oh, jeez. Wait, we'll see. Maybe
So,
that waiver
the
wire
Longhorns
pickup
are
is
about
super
about-
important. Maybe that gets you there. It's
Yeah, we'll
Tuesday
see.
night, so we don't know. We'll see. We'll be able to chat about it in our group chat and everything. But
That's true.
yeah, I think if you win the week, it's because DeAndre Swift and DJ Moore do really well against Indianapolis, and because Xavier Worthy has another 20-point week. But
Yeah,
Rodgers
I
against New
agree.
England, don't love that. Pollard against Green Bay, don't love that. The rest of your team is
Oh, I forgot. Rodgers is gonna have 72 touchdowns
against New
Yeah.
England.
Yeah, fuck New England, Jets baby.
I agree, but their defense is good, so I think that's a
No, I
tough
know.
one.
I
This is
know.
honestly, I
Hey,
think, will be a
Jets
really close
O-line.
matchup.
Yeah, I'm going Rowan. Sorry, Potts.
Yeah, I'm taking myself. Fuck Rowan. I'm
Where are we
winning by a
going next?
million.
Where are we going next? Where are we going next?
Let's hop over to Jason and Aaron.
All right. Oh, we got a good matchup. Yikes. Average fantasy points 160 to 112.
Yeah, Aaron's team put up a real stinker. But with
Aaron's
Debo
team
out,
is also
you
going
could
to
do a
be
little bit
real
better.
stinker.
With Cup and Puka out, Robinson could definitely get some play here. Obviously, Derek Carr is a sleeper agent
Yeah, Derek Carr's going off.
coming out big.
I don't know. I mean, with Jason sitting J.K. Dobbins kind of makes sense against Pittsburgh, but at the same time, how can you? He's been doing so well. Jason, for me, the only change I might consider making is not playing Pickens and instead doing J.K. Dobbins in his flex. But beyond that, I mean, his team is looking good. I think I'm going for a third week in a row. I'm picking Jason.
Go ahead, Potts.
I think that I'm going to be leaning Jason too here.
You
I think
can't.
Jamar.
You can't.
It's in your contract.
Well, I'm breaking
You
my
signed it.
contract.
All right.
He's selling his team. He's
Rogue-
breaking his contract.
Rogue Potts.
I'm going full, baby. Jamar Chase, X Factor. He's gonna find his footing against a really, really bad Washington secondary that made Daniel Jones look good last week. That's gonna be the difference in this matchup. He's gonna win him his week this week because I don't like some of his other matchups, but I think Chase is gonna boom in a big way and he's gonna be fine, across the board. Yeah, I got Jason.
Yep, I'm right there with you. Bowers is going to have another great
I'm
week.
giving him a boom.
Jamar Chase probably going to go off. The Jets have been runnable against. So Stevenson, I think he has a good week. Lawrence and ETN, worried about that. I would honestly, I don't think I'd take ETN out, but I would definitely consider.
I'm not worried about ETN. Last year against a better defense in Buffalo, ETN smashed them for like 3 scores.
Yeah, I mean ETN did a lot of really good things last year, and he's been pretty good this year so far.
He could have been a lot better. He fumbled at the goal line once.
Yeah, exactly. I think Bigsby gets some more play there. Just a little concerned about the Jaguars overall. Something doesn't seem to be clicking there. I would maybe take out Ridley. I like Pickens. I would maybe take out Ridley for Dobbins or Brian Robinson. I think Brian Robinson's just such a good floor play. He's getting all the work, and Cincinnati's defense is Swiss fucking cheese. So I think there's, not only do I like his roster better as is right now, but I think there's a lot of room for improvement. You're going to need those 2 touch wins for McConkey. Not going to happen against Pittsburgh. Not sure about where Kelsey's at. Kelsey, obviously Derek Carr can go off for 30 points. I guess that's a new, discovery there. But, again, just looking at the top 4 players, always going to be worried about Allen and Barkley. Ayuk liable to go off against the Rams.
Ayuk
terrible
is going to be
team.
really good because they're,
Debo's out.
They've got
Rams.
nothing.
Yeah. So
without Christian McCaffrey and without Debo, I mean, yes, Jordan Mason is good, but like George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk are going to feast.
Yep. So there's definitely a lot of potential, and as much as I do want to be a little contrarian and go with Aaron, I just I like the players on Jason's team more. I mean, Godwin is looking like he's having a Cooper Kupp type year.
Yeah, Godwin's going off, and also I think Evans is going to draw Surtain, so that'll be difficult.
Yeah, because they'll probably put Godwin in the slot a lot.
I would.
Keep Surtain off of him.
Yeah, although I do see Evans and Godwin flip flopping who's the number 1 each week, because that seems to happen really often. Kind of similar dynamic to when Lockett was still like younger, like when he was still good. Lockett DK back and forth. Is this week an Evans week? Is this week a Godwin's week? So I think maybe it's an Evans week. But
they both had huge weeks. Week 1, week 2, Evans didn't really get it going. But Godwin just 8 targets both week. He's just efficient. He's getting those easy slot targets. So yeah, he's definitely easy smash play there. I guess we'll just continue with some potential stinker here and look at Matt's team versus Max.
Matt versus Mac.
Yep, just easy
I don't even have
decision
to look.
here.
I'm taking Max's team.
Yep, easy decision. We just look at the running backs again. It's going to be
This is
hard
great.
to not take Max's team when you've got Hall, Gibbs, Henry, Connor, and Hill. Yeah, hopefully Higgins comes back in play. Hopefully Njoku's good to go. I think Cooper Kupp, Amari Cooper is going to do great this week. He's had like the second most targets in the league so far.
Has he really? Wow.
Yeah, like second or third most targets. It just hasn't connected. He's had some really bad drops. Right now he's got 17 targets. It's maybe not second most. No, it's definitely not the second most targets in the league. That's bullshit. My bad. But he's had a ton of targets.
Yeah, okay.
17 targets over 2 weeks, 9 and then 8. He's just
Dude,
had some
Cooper
really
Kupp
bad
had
drops.
21 in the first game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so definitely not second most. That's my bad. But he's on the list of like top 10, top 15 targets in the league so far over the first 2 weeks. And again, it's been his fault. He's had some really bad drops, but I think he can pull it together against a terrible Giants team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I want to take Matt so badly. Like, I really do, just because it seems too obvious to have Max. But when you're average, but not only like data point wise, are you averaging a 70% play, like a roster positioning accuracy, but you are also only averaging 92 points in a PPR league with this many active spots. Like, yikes! I'm taking Max. I'm taking Max. Give me the free money.
Yep,
Yeah,
and I mean,
don't overthink it here.
100%, and potentially, better days ahead for his team. Again, the Rams' defense is Swiss cheese for Jordan Mason to run on. Rashid Shaheed, Philly's secondary's all right, but Minnesota looks like they got a pretty good defense. Tank Dell is, him and Diggs have pretty much the same target share there, so that's a little concerning. They got to figure something out, but right now with Nico Collins just as dominant as he's being, hard to really get anyone else that involved. In Jigba against Miami could get something going there. I mean, I don't know if he'll have another 16 targets, but could have better days there still.
I agree with you.
He really needs Kincaid to get going, and he needs Samaje Perine to be more involved.
Well, Samaje Perine is gonna get more involved because Pacheco is out. So,
yep.
We'll just see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but I'm taking the projections here as well, going Max. All right, let's take a look at. We'll go ahead and look at my matchup, which is me versus Dan and Will.
Dan.
So I was a little upset that they didn't win because I would have liked for be able to have some smack talk thrown my way so I could shoot right back at them. But honestly, I am not feeling great about my team right now. I mean, with Pacheco out and AJ Brown out,
you're a little hurt.
A little hurt. Definitely glad that Warren is back and looking to, be his old electric self. Glad that Odunze seemed pretty fine off the bad knee. And again, playing against Indy, I think he's going to have a fine week.
His quarterback play is suspect at this point.
Yep. But, worried about Mitchell. Not as worried about Deontay Johnson anymore that Andy Dalton is going to be quarterbacking there. Pretty excited about that.
That should be
Jared Goff should have a great game against the Arizona. Tajay Spears, questionable.
I think Kyler and Jared Goff are going to cancel each other out because they're both going to throw for like 350 yards and score 4 touchdowns. Like it's going to be a crazy smash play for the both of them.
Yep.
So originally, like when I first looked at this matchup, my immediate eye draw was, holy shit, Rachaad White's still kind of hobbled. Kenneth Walker, who knows how much he's going to be doing. Justin Jefferson, who knows how he looked, and also like Jake Ferguson, who knows how he looked.
Yeah.
But then I realized that your team is also more injured.
Yeah.
So I think Kyler, I'm going to do something a little bit different. One, I refuse to believe in Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar, James Cook, and Jared Goff for you are going to be like your top guys. But I think Dan's floor is higher. And I also think I think Jefferson is probably fine. And I think
they said he's fine. It's just a contusion.
Yep.
Yeah. So then Jefferson against Houston's defense and Devonta Smith without AJ Brown, I think that's both disaster for you, Bosco. I'm going Dan.
I'm right there with you. I think Dan's got.
Also, I said I would never pick Bosco. So
I know. Despite Dallas getting lit up by Derek Carr last week, I don't like Lamar's matchup at Dallas this week. I think that defense is going to bounce back.
Zimmer notoriously bad against running quarterback.
Yeah, that's okay. Lamar's probably going to pants because he played good last week.
Lamar,
that's how it goes.
Loves pooping in his pants. Loves it. Loves it.
Yeah.
You guys remember 2 Girls, 1 Cup? It was actually a cup of Lamar.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and again, Devonta Smith's probably going to go off. Jefferson's fine. He has Walker or Charbs against Miami's defense, which just got ran all
Which is
over.
going to be, which is going to be.
I like Dan this week. Yeah, I'm going Dan.
All right, Bosco, pick yourself.
I'm very tempted to pick Dan, but I don't think this is going to be my lineup going into the week. Actually, I'm gonna be putting out
Making
some offers to all y'all out there. You're gonna be getting some crazy ones.
If you want to be made, you're gonna have to make decent offers.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be making the push for some players out here, and I'm gonna be making the push to win this week. Like I said, I'm looking for running backs, I'm looking for wide receivers, I'm looking for everything. We're looking to just kind of upgrade the whole overall team. But honestly, I think it'll come down to just who has the one or two players that goes off the most, and I think obviously DK Metcalf has the ability to go off like any week, right? I think Lamar and Andrews, they're gonna get more in sync again against Dallas. I think Deontay Johnson's going to put up more than 3 points. And I think Odunze is going to actually have a really good week. And obviously, James Cook.
I hope so.
James Cook just going to be great against the Jacksonville. So, I'm hoping that Kenneth Walker doesn't play and it's back to Charbonnet. I'm hoping Ferguson isn't good to go against Baltimore. I definitely he's got some people he could put in still on his bench to fill in for them. But I think if one or two of these questionable out players don't end up playing, could definitely push the tides more my way. So I'm gonna go with myself.
Fair enough.
Jake, you versus Cheech.
Yeah, so this is a tough matchup. I mean, I'm afraid for sure of Kamara's potential again, even though the likelihood that he does back-to-back 40-point games is very low. I'm a little afraid of Neighbors, but I'm less afraid because I think Myles Garrett's going to be in the backfield within half a second of the snap, every single snap. So maybe Neighbors is a little bit contained just because they can't get him the ball. Right now, my biggest question mark is Joe Mixon, and it's Joe Mixon, Evan Ingram, and Jordan Love. I'm confident in CD, confident in A-Chain, confident in Jonathan Taylor. I'm confident in Devontae Adams. I'm hopeful with Mike Evans. And if CD has a great game, that means Dak also has to have a great. So I think I have literally 7 players that I'm like, yeah, they're going to score a lot for me. Whereas for Mikey and Joey, Montgomery could have a big game. Pittman's not going to. Brian Thomas might. Laporta might. Zach Moss might. See where I'm going here? I'm taking myself. Fuck Mikey. Fuck Joey. Fuck Cheech. I'm Chong, motherfucker.
Thoughts, where you at?
Yeah, I think I'm going to respect my opponent from last week. I think I'm going to go with Mikey here. I think Kamara's going to run all over Philly's defense.
It's going to be a Jamal Williams game.
Wait, what? No, stop that. I think I think they're going to figure out a way to get Neighbors the ball another 8 to 10 times. They're just going to manufacture it. I think he's going to have a good game. Despite going against a tough defense, Giants will probably still lose. Love Brian Thomas. Think he's going to do well against Buffalo's defense this week. And Laporta, Arizona historically, I mean, last year they were bad against tight ends. He'll probably go off. He's due for a game, squeaky wheel gets the grease kind of deal. And yeah, I mean, a couple of question marks. I think that ankle's going to bother Mixon a little bit. Ingram, I don't think he's going to play. Love's not going to play. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with Mikey and Joey.
I will say if Amon-Ra is out, then Laporta looked a lot scarier to me.
Yeah, Arizona defense not good. Definitely could have big games from Montgomery and Laporta. I think Pittman against Chicago with Richardson against Chicago, I think that's just a tough matchup. Clearly their defense is really good. Yeah, it's really hard because you do have some question marks. I think Ingram will be fine. It was a late, warm-up hamstring issue. I think as long as he practices this week by Thursday, they got the Monday night game. I think he's going to be fine. I don't think Jordan Love's playing, but you could just throw in Malik Willis there, and he did fine. He'll do fine against Tennessee.
Yeah, LaFleur is going to scheme a game plan that works in his favor anyway. So.
Yep. So it really comes down to Mixon being injured, but I don't think that...
Mixon is a big one for me.
Yeah, I don't think that pushes the tide enough for me to go with Mikey because you have Adams against Carolina. That could be a concern because they could just totally dominate them and Adams gets kind of game scripted out. But
if Adams, I'm kind of banking on the fact that Adams is part of the early scoring.
Yep, I could see that as well, that happening. I could also just see the Raiders just wanting to like shove
Could be
it
a
down
Brock Bowers
Carolina's.
game. It also could be a Brock Bowers game.
Could be Brock Bowers game. Could also be a better matchup than we think with Andy Dalton playing instead of Bryce Young. So
That's also true. I did forget Andy Dalton is playing.
Yep. So I'm gonna go. It's really tough. It's really close, but I am going Jake. Somewhat reluctantly going Jake. Really, like, I think if Neighbors weren't playing Cleveland and if the Colts weren't playing Chicago, I would be a lot more inclined to go with Cheech. But I think those are just two really tough matchups that could, ruin his week. Now, if he does win, it's because Montgomery and Laporta just go off.
That's definitely fair. I'm sorry. Right now, Lexi is playing fetch with Bear. Right now, right across the living room. The Bear's going fucking nuts with it.
Going nuts for it.
Oh my God, Lex! There he is.
Just hops on the keyboard, absolutely fucks up your.
I mean, he's absolutely gonna try it.
Yeah.
He's right here.
He's eyeing it.
Oh, he's waiting.
All right, well, getting to our final matchup here, second close-up matchup on projections that isn't a total stinker. We've got TJ versus Mo. Now, Mo's low-key a sleeper team here. His team put up points last week.
I think it all hinges on Amon-Ra, personally. If he's playing... Oh, and Kittle is questionable now, too? Yikes.
Kittle's always questionable.
Yeah.
That man was born questionable.
That's definitely fair. This is a tough matchup. Jerome Ford against the Giants is seemingly like a smash play.
Yeah.
Kyron versus San Francisco. I don't know if it's going to go well because they don't have to care about the pass.
Yeah, this is a hard one. Again, New England's defense been
matchup.
Showing out, so that's going to be tough for Wilson. I think Olave's overdue. I think he's going to get his.
I agree. I think he'll play well.
Obviously, you got Nico who's going to go off.
I'm not so sure about Eckler in the passing game against Cincinnati.
Yeah, but then you got Jacobs who's just going to
and Herbert
do Jacobs.
I don't know how he's doing, and plus they're against Pittsburgh. That's going to be a really tough defensive matchup. I think I'm going to go with TJ.
Yeah, that is the way that I'm leaning. It is really close. Again, if we just kind of look at their top 5 players, top 4 players, it's like Nico, Wilson, Olave, Kyron, and I think Ford will probably do better than Kyron this week against the Giants. They should be.
I agree.
It should be easy to just run it up on them. And then you got
Unless
Jacobs, St. Brown, McBride, and Waddle
and
Kittle, Diggs. Yeah, again, I think it does definitely come down to if St. Brown plays. That's going to kind of be the make or break for Mo.
I think I'm taking TJ. Louis, what do you think?
It is pretty damn close. Yeah, I mean, if Amon-Ra plays, I'm leaning Mo. I think that there is cause for concern around Jerome Ford sharing some of that workload. The workload was kind of the thing that was making.
What was that, Ernest Johnson?
No, Deonta Foreman.
Deonta Foreman.
Yeah, he took a decent amount away. I don't know why. So kind of risky. Well, concern there. I wouldn't call it risky. I'd play him anyway. Jaden Reed not going to do much with Willis. I don't think. I think Garrett Wilson's going to be on Christian Gonzalez Island against the Pats. They're going to have to figure out a different way to score points because I don't think it's going to be Garrett Wilson this week.
That's definitely fair.
Nico Collins against Minnesota defense. Nico Collins
be okay. He should be okay. Nico Collins at this point is borderline matchup proof.
The saving grace, I think, for TJ could be that the Stroud-Nico stack has a big day, but I'm going to go with Mo just because of the fact that I don't like some of TJ's matchups. I think that if St. Brown plays against Arizona, that's a smash. Diggs against Minnesota, revenge game narrative, gotta love that. And then McBride against a bad Detroit defense and Kittle against a bad Rams defense. It's a lot of good matchups, and I think I'm gonna go Mo here. Also, I don't think I've taken Mo, so I'm gonna go Mo for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet that Amon-Ra plays, and I'm gonna go Mo as well. Really, really close, but I like what you said about Garrett Wilson there. I do think Olave has a bounce back week and actually ends up putting up some big points here. He could have his Rashid Shaheed game here, and obviously Stroud and Nico, that's big. But I just think Jacobs is gonna go insane. I think Amon-Ra is gonna have a great game. And I think McBride and Kittle could really do some big things. And I think with all the focus on the run game for San Francisco, right, they're going to focus on stopping Kyron Williams. I think it could lead to Stafford having a pretty good passing game to some of these unknown names, some of these rookies out there, even without his big guys.
Like Whittington.
like Tutu, like Tyler Johnson or whatever.
Marcus Robinson.
Marcus Robinson. Again, they're going to be able to take away the run, which is going to force them to pass. Now, I will say their O-line is just ass, so it could just be sacks on sacks, and Stafford could end up with another 6-point game. But I think they recognize. I think Sean McVay's a great coach. I think they recognize. I know you hate him, Jake, but I think he is.
I just hate him personally. He's a good football coach.
Yeah, I think he is a good enough coach to recognize what San Francisco is going to be bringing, what they're going to be focusing on, and he's going to make sure that Stafford gets some quick release passes to some of his quick guys out there.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think I'm putting in my vote for this being matchup of the week.
For this to be matchup of the week. I saved it for last because I kind of was leaning towards it being the matchup of the week. Otherwise, I was going to say maybe you and Cheech or me and Dan.
I was thinking either me and Mikey or this matchup, but considering I've already been on as matchup of the week, I figure we give a shot to TJ and Mo.
Yeah, I think it's a close
Maybe let
matchup.
Mo introduce himself to the league.
Oh, that'd be crazy. Introduce himself to the podcast because he probably hasn't listened to a single episode either. You might not even know that there's one happening.
Jason will talk to him. There's a 0% chance Mo comes on. But so hopefully he doesn't win. But if he does win, we'll auction off maybe we'll just give TJ the rant. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe TJ just wins and TJ gets the rant. But yeah, I think we're gonna say
it's good content. Maybe we just give him the.
Maybe we just give
the floor regardless.
TJ full reign. So TJ, Mo, we're dubbing you guys matchup of the week. So next Tuesday we'll have you guys on, and whoever wins gets to sound off. You'll talk about your matchup, and then whoever wins gets to sound off in a rant. And hopefully it's better than anything that we saw from Jason today. That was just terrible.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
For a little bit I got to talk to TJ. He seems like he's a good content guy. Would it be excited to have either of them on?
Definitely a good content guy.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Looks like week 3. All right. I'm excited for week 3, boys.
Yeah.
Let's see who comes out 3-0.
Let's see. We've got 3 teams with only 3 2-0 teams. That's pretty surprising. The league's shaping out to be pretty even. I'm
one of them. Just kidding. I'm not. I'm 1-1.
We only have one 2-0 team between the 3 of us as favorites to win their week, because both me and Potts took Mo over TJ. We all took you over Cheech. And then we all took Jason. So Jason's the only 2-0 team that we picked to win their week.
Wow.
So we could legitimately be going into week 4 with only one 3-0 team, and it's fucking Jason.
Yeah, who would have guessed? We talked so much shit about
the Stray J himself.
That's, great for the content. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens.
Yep, and you guys be on the lookout. I'm gonna be sending trades, good and bad. Hit me back up. Because I send something doesn't mean that's the end all be all. Open to discussions.
And for what it's worth, Bosco, very responsive member.
Yeah, I will respond. I'm down to hop on a FaceTime, talk it out, so we don't gotta be texting back and forth and shit. Down to just kind of try and figure something out.
I've never had negotiations in person. That's awesome.
Oh, I way prefer to just be able to talk it out, because otherwise it's just so much back and forth. I don't know about this. It's just like, hey, let's just hop on a call and tell me which players you like, which you don't like. Because sometimes it's the difference of like, hey, make it a second instead of a third. Or, hey, give me this player instead of that player. And like, if you can just get on a call and figure that out instead of like back and forthing and just being like, I don't think I'm really into it. And then that kind of like ends the discussion. Or like, so I don't have to send like 15 different offers with like slightly different variations to see like, oh, you know what? I just don't like this player. I will never trade for that player. But I like the trade. Someone might not be able to actually just say that outright. Always down to just get on a call, just try and bang it out. If it's not there, it's not there. It's all good.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
All right.
Football chat in the book.
Leading on to our discussion
for today.
Yeah, the discussion part of the podcast here. We're going over the topic. Disgustion. We're talking a potentially very controversial topic. Now, some at a glance might think like, what? That's kind of, that doesn't really make sense. But I think there's actually a lot of nuance to what goes on top of your hot dog.
Why don't you guys kick it off?
Yeah, I'll start. When I brought this up, I thought it was going to be kind of lame, but like I said, I think it can be pretty. I'm a sauce guy. When I eat a sandwich, I'm like put literally everything fucking on it. I got this fucking Italian sandwich, and the way that it's advertised, like the one that they sell, is just prosciutto, mozzarella, basil, and olive oil, and like as y'all will be able to see when you watch the podcast, I got fucking
Yeah, we cannot see this.
I got olive paste, I got fucking sweet peppers, I got salami or sopressata, I got some fucking sweet peppers. I put so much on it. I almost put fucking artichoke on it. Like I'm just like put everything on my fucking shit. I love a mashup of flavors. So for me, and then Jake also said he's got to take on hot dogs. I'm excited to hear that. But for me, my ideal hot dog is just fucking loaded up, man. I want ketchup. I want mustard. Ideally some Dijon mustard over just plain yellow mustard.
Fair. Definitely fair.
I want kraut. I want relish. I want fucking grilled onions, sauteed onions. I want some fucking actually instead of just regular kraut, give me like a beet kraut. Oh, that shit's so good. Give me some fucking chili on that shit for all. Like just put it all on there.
Yikes. Okay, well.
Potts, where you at with that?
My goodness, Bosco.
A lot going on there, from being honest.
Wow. So I didn't know that, but turns out Bosco is disgusting.
Bro, I'm surprised that like I've never been to Rochester. Apparently they have something called a garbage plate there, which is
you love it.
Oh my! It sounds like the most fucking heart attack inducing blissful event of my life. Like I would happily die eating a garbage plate. Like that shit sounds so good.
I feel like you like Skyline chili as well.
Don't know what that is.
Like Cincinnati diarrhea.
Yeah, it's basically like a meat sauce on top of like spaghetti, but they Cincinnati it up and make it disgusting somehow. I don't know what else they put in it, but apparently it's not.
Everything you just said was, I hated it. I hated everything. I hated everything.
Cue up the scene from what is that, Billy Madison, where he's like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I award you no points.
In fact, I think we all became stupider listening to what you just said.
I definitely, my cholesterol and blood pressure just raised so much just listening to you talk.
Yep, you don't become a big white guy not eating hot dogs and sandwiches and burgers like that.
That's ugh.
Ooh, crispy onions. I just thought about having an onion ring on my burger. That shit's delicious. Give me some.
Yeah,
give me some.
Good. That's normal.
No, but give me sauteed onions and fucking crispy onions and raw onions. Give me all the onion. Give me some fucking grated Oh, bro, I'm getting hungry.
I'm scared. Let's go. Oh my god, dude.
You guys can't see it, but I'm eating.
So
because I didn't get the artichokes on my sandwich, I just got a side of artichokes.
Bosco, this is
eye-opening.
This is maybe like a personal question, but like, are you attracted to hot dogs?
No, actually, I really don't like hot dogs. I really am not like. If I ever have the option of hot dog, first off, sausages above hot dog, like any type of fucking sausage, give me that all day. And then like 4th of July is pretty much the only time I have hot dogs throughout the year.
God, Bosco.
And in that case, like I have like one, and then I just have a bunch of burgers or ribs or wings.
Bosco, are you okay?
I'm thriving ish.
Like,
I don't know.
what?
We'll see.
Okay. My goodness, it's too much. Potts, you a ketchup or a mustard guy?
So I like my hot dog plate. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So I'll eat a hot dog two ways, and it totally depends on what kind of mood I'm in. I'll either go spicy brown mustard and sauerkraut, or chili cheese. If I'm at like a Yankee game or something, I'll get kraut and mustard on it because I don't want chili cheese all over my like freaking white Yankees jersey. Like I don't want to make a mess all over myself. But
yellow looks way better.
If I'm at home, like hanging out, I can whip up a chili cheese dog. I'll do it.
Fair, very fair, reasonable,
very valid, rational point. You know,
I'm not
normal amount of toppings.
I'm not concerned about your mental health after that. That was good. Proud of you, Potts. Bosco, are you okay?
You know, there's this spot near me called Criff Dog, and they do bacon wrapped hot dogs, and you can get they got like a bacon, egg, and cheese hot dog. They got ones with like sour cream and avocado, and they got crazy dogs there. And I actually will occasionally go there. I used to go there more often when I was in high school, but now they're so fucking expensive. Like they're ridiculously expensive. There was also this place, Japadog, near me that made Japanese fusion hot dogs.
This seems racist.
No, it was a Japanese fusion hot dog spot.
Somewhere.
And it was actually, it was pretty fire. But the best thing that they had there was these like ice cream hot dogs, which was like a giant fried dough bun with 3 giant scoops of ice cream. And that was legit. You could have one a month. That shit was so good, though.
Are we certain of the meat that was in the hot dogs at Japadog?
They were actually some
Eating
pretty
the
good
dogs,
wieners
eating
there.
the cats.
You know who's got good dogs though? Fucking Five Guys. Five Guys, props to them. They cut the dog
They
long
do.
ways.
They
They
cut
grill
them in
that shit
half.
up. Some solid
Yes,
fucking
so
dogs.
I might have a
So,
controversial
Jake, what
take
do you
here.
like?
I'm anti-dog, anti-hot dog. Won't eat them.
Won't eat them at all.
Won't eat them.
I mean,
Hate
I don't
'em.
think that's that crazy of a take.
Yeah, I'm
Hate
not a
'em.
big fan.
Hate them.
I wouldn't go as far as hate. I think a dog
You
done
can
right
put-
is good,
You can
but
put money on a hot dog. I won't accept the money. Hate it.
that's crazy. Even on the 4th, no dogs.
No dogs.
How do you
No
feel about
dog.
like sausages, like a nice brat?
Love a good sausage. Love a good sausage. Shout out Aaron and the anti-cancer games. Very much looking forward to those sausages. A1. But yeah,
You just hate 'em and
anti-dog.
get it.
Anti-dog. Yeah, I'm anti-dog. I'm anti-baseball, and I'm anti-apple pie.
You just
Yeah.
said fuck America, yo.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
No, I like
You just got put on
apple
the
pie.
list.
I like apple pie.
I'm not the biggest apple pie guy,
Good man.
honestly.
No, I am. I love
Pumpkin
apple pie.
pie's my favorite. Pumpkin pie's my favorite. Well, we'll save pie talk for another day.
Pie talk will
Oh,
be
we could
another
go for-
day.
Yeah, we could do a pie
Yeah,
draft.
Anti-hot dog. If I have the option for any other food, I take it. At barbecues, whatever. I'm a burgers guy.
Yep.
Or like a grilled chicken type of food. Or number one all-time favorite food. Period. End of story. No contest. Chicken wings. Best food ever.
Bro, I love chicken wings. I got an air fryer, and that shit makes the best chicken wings, bro.
Confirm.
So
I
good.
think Robert, maybe Aaron, has had the wings that I make at home in my air fryer. They're great. They're great. They're perfect.
Dude.
They're the best wings anybody's had.
I was up in Buffalo a couple of weeks ago, and I had wings up there.
Where'd you
and
go?
I went to visit Connor.
No. Where did you get the wings?
Oh, I don't remember the name of the place.
Oh, it
but
was like
they're
a hole in
fucking
the wall type place. Like didn't matter.
Buffalo
No, it
Wild
was like a
Wings.
No, because when you go up there, they have like Duff's is like the wings.
Yeah, no, I didn't go to Duff. So we went to this other bar, restaurant, and the wings were fucking
They're
great. We got,
fire.
like 30 of them.
It's ridiculous.
They're
Are
so
they just
fucking
called
good.
wings up there, or do they still call them buffalo wings? Or
No,
they're just
Buffalo
wings?
Order the sauce.
The Buffalonians order them as wings.
Just wings, yeah. Give me the wings.
But yeah, I'm anti-dog. I don't really have ironically, I don't have a dog in this fight. So really, what I've learned the most coming out of this conversation is I think everybody as a league should probably text Bosco once a day just to make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
Nobody who needs that much support on their food for taste purposes is mentally okay. So hey, Bosco, we're here for you. We love you. Okay, we're important and you matter. Okay,
Thank you.
we
Thank
love you.
I appreciate that. I just love. I have so much love.
Sending out an olive branch, Bosco. I'm sending out an olive branch.
appreciate it.
All back to last episode
To the
for those loyal listeners.
yeah. No, I get that a lot. My friends do make fun of me because I put too much sauce and shit on my burgers and on my
Can we go back to
sandwiches.
your sandwich for a minute,
Huh?
Bosco? That's disgusting sounding. There's like olive paste.
Bro,
Oh,
an olive tapenade, bro, delicious.
Nothing wrong with olives. It's just like combining it with like 80 other things is what gets me.
Bro, prosciutto,
stuck on the paste.
all
The
it's
paste.
it's like a tapenade.
What is it from? Do you use Elmer's? Is that the paste? that you use?
No, bro, it's just fucking chopped up mashed olives. It's delicious.
Putting olives onto your sandwich? Do you take a glue stick and rub it across the meat?
Bro,
And then
who do you think I
put
am
some-
eating glue stick? No, we take straight up from the squeeze bottle.
You must be eating. At this point, I'm more convinced that there is more matter in the world that Bosco will eat than will not eat.
No, I'm pretty picky about shit. But when I like
Oh,
something, just put it
you're
all
picky.
fucking together.
Name 80 toppings that you want on a single hot dog. You're not picky.
Well, I mean, it depends. It depends. No,
You know what
you
I'm
gotta.
saying?
When I eat a meal, if it's like there's multiple pieces, like I'm putting my mashed potatoes on my steak. You know, like I'm putting the spaghetti on my garlic bread. I'm putting lasagna on my garlic bread. I'm fucking stacking everything all in one, getting everything in one delicious fucking bite.
Bosco, what are you doing?
I'm
Right.
living my best life out here.
Call to action, everybody in the
I'm
league.
hanging up.
This is a call to action, everybody in the league. Just make sure you text Bosco every day. Make sure he's okay. Something's not right. I don't know what it is.
My
He's going-
cholesterol.
He's going through something. But my God, Bosco.
You know, I used to legitimately be a very picky eater. Like, if there was
Gordon Ramsay
like,
is actively hanging himself.
You're
Just-
overcorrected for
This
it.
conversation is occurring.
who's hanging themselves?
Gordon Ramsay.
Oh.
Gordon Ramsay is actively hanging himself. because of you.
I went to there's this one Italian sandwich spot near me, and I tried to put like a bunch of different things on it, and they legit were like, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
You're a terrorist, Bosco. This is equivalent to terrorism.
Yes.
You're a terrorist.
Bro, I just don't want to taste any one thing. I want to taste 20 things at the same time. I'm the kid who used to go to the soda machines and take a little bit of every little one.
Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, every kid does that. All right, Bosco. This is a serious question based on what you just said. Let's say you're with a woman.
Yeah.
Good question.
Are you actively trying to taste multiple things at once? Are you a gooch licker, Bosco?
Do I go down? Is that what you're asking?
No, Bosco. I'm not asking if you go down. Clearly, you go down.
No, I'm
But
asking
I'm
ass
asking-
at eating
I'm
pussy. That's
asking
why I
if
have
you're, like,
toys.
area
as we established last week.
I'm asking if you lick the area between the butthole and the vagina, because that's the combination of flavors from the butthole and
But that's so different. First off, I'm just never licking any butthole. I'm not getting near the butthole.
Oh, okay. You won't.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Bro,
okay, you draw
I
a
won't-
line at eating
I won't
ass?
stick my dick in a
fucking
butthole that I have not verified
glue
is
on your
clean.
hot dog. What are we doing here, Bosco?
Bro, there's a big difference between some random asshole and fucking onions.
I'm
What if you throw some onions and
First
Dijon
of all-
mustard on that?
First of all, the onions thing was the most sane thing you've said all night.
Bro, now if you
But-
put some fucking kraut and relish in that ass, then I might
The most heinous thing that you've said so far was putting your spaghetti on your garlic bread.
Hells
Carbs
yeah.
on carbs.
Carbs
Yeah,
on
what are
carbs.
you
My
doing,
favorite
dude?
pizza
The
is ZD
flavors don't
pizza.
even match.
My favorite pizza is ZD pizza, and I'll go to the spot down the block. I'll get garlic knots, and then I'll take some of the extra garlic they have, and I'll put it
down.
on the ZD pizza. So fucking
Bosco,
Chef's
what
kiss.
Are you just Bosco? This is the fourth time I'm saying it, but guys, please. We're gonna put a helpline under. We're just gonna put Bosco's phone number across the screen. So please just call Bosco. You know, talk to him, listen to his weird food takes.
Call me. Let me know if you want to come through for a
He-
delicious dinner of a
he
medley
needs
of
help.
flavors that all blend
He
and go
needs
together so well.
Kato Cooks right now is also trying to kill himself. There's a disturbance. You know the episode of SpongeBob when SpongeBob tries the snail food and he touches the snail food with his tongue and he's like, and there was a disturbance in Snail Po, the company.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now.
Wait,
That's
but
what's
Yes.
Kato
yeah.
makes look. He always posts the dankest looking food.
Yeah, because they're reasonable.
Oh. No, he just makes it look fancy and he cooks it himself. I just order food.
Bosco,
'cause I'm a lazy
Bosco.
bum.
First of all, Brancato engaged. Congratulations, Matt. Second of all, Matt's food looks good because it's reasonable. It's not just this mishmash of awfulness that you're describing. This is crazy, Bosco. I don't even feel that strongly about your hot dog preferences. I'm concerned for your well-being.
No, like I said, I used to be really picky, like so fucking picky. I would only eat like pasta with butter type shit. Like I remember one time I was staying at my friend's house and I tried tomato sauce on the raviolis for the first time. Even though I used to eat pizza, like I wouldn't have tomato sauce on my pasta. Like that type of ridiculous fucking picky. And his mom legit called my mom and was like, "Is this normal? Like what's good with, like oh my god, he's trying tomato sauce for the first time." So I think I just went like way over to the other end, and now I'm just like, fucking give me, pile everything on that shit.
When you go to a restaurant, you're like the guy that's like pulls a waiter back by the collar. You're like, buddy, if these foods aren't fucking each other on this plate, I don't want it.
No,
Like,
no,
is that
that's fine.
conversation?
They can bring it out however they want. I will make them do the fucking if need be. I'm fine getting my food fucking itself.
Bosco, he's a cuck, dude. Bosco's a cuck.
No, I'm just I just I just like sauces, bro.
You like watching people have sex
I'll-
from the corner
I'll put-
of the closet.
I'll put-
what it is. What I'm
All
finding.
right.
out.
I'll put
guys.
balsamic glaze
Um,
on just about anything. I used to be able to put ketchup on just about anything. Now I'm not too into ketchup like that.
That's good. Ketchup's not that good for you.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
but like
That's-
that's
the best thing I've
what
heard
it comes down
since we
to.
started this segment.
No, what it comes down to is I love sauces the most. Like I will way over sauce shit, and that's really the crime.
All right, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. So Lexi and I, for our honeymoon, we went to a Sandals resort and we did the Butler
Oh, nice.
experience. So we had like this guy just got anything, anytime, whenever we wanted. I had a phone that was specifically for calling him only.
Oh, you
It
had
was
a
awesome.
bat phone?
Yeah, it was awesome. But so my cousin had done the same thing, and he asked his butler what the craziest ask that anybody has, required of him. And the guy thought about it for a minute, and he goes, "Yeah, so there was this one couple, and like this woman, big woman, asked when the husband was out for the butler to come and cover her naked body full of sushi."
Fireworks for that shit. Woo! That's a good fucking time they had.
I swear to God, cover her naked body with sushi. And after listening to Bosco's take on food and all of this stuff, and especially with the sauces, I can definitely see a world where Bosco and Mrs. Bosco in the future go to this kind of a setup, and they have a butler, and Mrs. Bosco knows that Bosco loves sauces, and he's going to come back, and they're going to bathe in like a rose petal bath, but it's just going to be barbecue sauce.
Oh no, not barbecue sauce. Maybe like honey mustard or like
balsamic
glaze. A balsamic glaze. Give me a balsamic glaze. I'll lick that shit the fuck up off you.
She's gonna be like, yeah, get every food you have and bash it together and put it on me, and then cover me in a balsamic glaze. And that's Bosco's wedding.
Let me get a lady covered in mozzarella sticks and marinara sauce.
That's okay. That's not unreasonable. Okay. I agree with that one.
That's two things. I'll allow it.
I agree with that one. Yeah, like Lexi shows up tomorrow, she's just covered in mozzarella sticks and marinara sauce. I'm down.
No, it's really not everything, but my sandwiches, I will load those shits the fuck up. Like if I got a sandwich where I can just put everything on it, I'm gonna put everything on it. Fucking jawbreaker sandwich where you can't even get your mouth around a fat cock sandwich.
That's just not fun to eat, dude. It's just not fun to eat.
I love it. Yeah, I like when I have a big beard too, and it just gets all over, and people are like, "Oh, you got a little something." I'm like, "Oh, do I?" It's not enough.
Okay, so when Bosco is the homeless man that you see 2 years from now, just picking out food from his beard because he's sustaining himself on droppings from his insane monster sandwiches, just know that we could have prevented this, guys. Call your friend.
I will say, little TMI here, but one time I did make this girl a cake. I made her a tres leche cake. It was like her favorite dessert, and she ate it off me. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So I haven't eaten anything off of someone more than like maybe a little. Cake? No, she ate the whole fucking cake. But we got some on me in various places, and
Did you like having your nipples licked?
Wasn't my nipples.
Whoa, Bosco!
It was a bomb ass cake too. I gotta say, I'm not a baker. I can cook food pretty well. I don't bake food well, and I made the fuck out of that cake. It was delicious.
I might have to try it, Bosco.
Damn straight, tres leche. It's a good cake to have eaten off you. It's not too stiff.
Interesting. All right, well, I think that's our show.
That's the show there. As always, thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed our football talk. Hope you enjoyed our ridiculousness. It's the Stray J podcast. I'm your boy Bosco here. We got Jake the Take and the one, the only. You know him. You love him. Big Potsaroonie. Woo! Let me get some outro music here. All right. That's it. That's the episode. We're off to week 3. Some big matchups, some marquee moments. I'm sure we're going to see some big trades in this week, next week. Lots of injuries coming through. We'll look forward to sharing them with y'all. Hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.